Very good evening and welcome back once again to Bonita Media. Call me Bon. So if at all you're meeting for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, you can as well tell me where you're watching this video from. If you're within the country, tell me which part of the country you're watching from. And if you're outside the country, just tell me which country you're watching from, or drop me the flag of your country at the comment section so that I can figure it out by myself. Now, before I get into the discussion, because I want us to talk about the issue of Iebc and connect it with what is happening in the country right now. Let me just quickly remind you that the funeral we are burying on Sunday. The burial will be on Sunday, and so we are going to Dr. Amwili Kesho. But guys, I have something that I just need to request you once again. That I have something like 15. I need something like 15,000. There's something that we need to do. We are not done. So I'm just requesting you. You've done your part. I've seen you playing your part. But I'm just requesting, in case you feel like you really need to do this or you really need to support me once again, you can as well just do that, because you are the only people that I have. I say that you're the only team, you're the only family that I have. I've done my part. I've really struggled, I've really strained myself up to the point that I just feel like, no, where? Actually, that is why today we were very busy running up and down, that is organizing things, putting things in order, going to the morgue, paying the mortuary bill. So what we're remaining with is the mortuary bill. Actually, not the mortuary bill, but the hospital bill, sorry. We're done with the mortuary and everything. So we are just remaining with the hospital bill. Which is something like 12,000, and then there is this 3,000. I don't know, they talked about what. So a total of 15,000. That is why I'm requesting that if I can get people, somebody just say that, Boni, let me just send you these 5,000 shillings, just this 10,000 shillings, or let me just give you this 15, or I have 200 shillings. You can just take this and maybe add with what, because of course I know that I'll still beat myself 1, 2, and then get something. But I'm just requesting you that please stand with me in this, because I told you that as Bonita Media, we're trying to build a community that will always stand with people. Wherever you have a problem and you reach out, I know, and I'm pretty sure that I'll be in a position to also stand with you, to also help where I can, or where I will be able to do. So that is why I'm requesting you guys to please just help me. Anyway, let us get into the discussion. What I want to talk about is the issue of the Iebc. Now, the Iebc body has been sworn in today. Them being sworn in today gave me 2 pictures of the new Iebc that has been formed. Number one, we have to remember very well that we have some constituencies without members of parliament, and also MCAs. So I've been asking myself that now, being that now we have a body, and there are some constituencies without members of parliament. What are they going to do? Are they going to conduct these elections and find the member of parliament probably, or what are they going to do? But again, I was like, no, they're not going to do it. The constituencies will just run as they have been running. Because remember, the Iebc needs time to settle, do everything before conducting any election. Probably they might need something like 2 years. They're supposed to be sworn in, or they're supposed to occupy the office 2 years before the election, to prepare themselves and do 1 or 2 things before now the election. And as I told you earlier, that the election of 2027 is going to be very much critical. It's going to be stressful. A lot of people are going to panic. A lot of people are going home. People are going to cry. Mwaka 2027 watu watalia. Hata wale ambao wanasema kwamba sio wajinga, watu lazima watalia. Hata wale ambao wanasema kwamba wengine wapigwe risasi miguuni ama wengine wauawe, people will cry. So this Iebc, if there is a Iebc body that has a lot of pressure, then it is this body that was sworn in today. I really don't know how they're going to intermingle. I don't know how they're going to maneuver and handle this, but from the look of things, let us just be open and frank that things are not going to be the same. It is going to be very difficult. It is not going to be as easy as we think. Why? Because take a look at this. We have got the opposition which wants to be in the government. At the same time, we have the government who wants to remain in government. Whether they like it, whether we like it or not, they're saying that they must. And then now we have got the Gen Zs who are saying that they are neither in the opposition nor in government, but they must bring change. Now, the change, how are they going? How are these Gen Zs going to bring change if they've not been given the voting card of the IDs? How they can vote? You know, one thing, if we really want to do this, what we can do is, as young people, go look for votes, and then after looking for votes, that is now where that, imagine the only determinant, what determines how the election of 2027 is going to be. Remember, the Gen Zs are 50. I don't know whether, how many are they? 50? Are they 50 million or what? Can we just imagine? 5 million, yeah. The Gen Zs are 5 million. So imagine 5 million Gen Zs. That is just an approximation. Is it really 5 million? It is more than 5. I think it's more than 5 million. So you can imagine that number. And then mwende wachukue kura wote. And then now and I told you that the people that are going to determine who is going to become the president in 2027 are the Gen Zs. Those guys are very sharp. The Gen Zs millennials are very sharp. Leave alone these are our grandmothers, these are our mothers who are voting a long time ago with a lot of emotions. Being lied to that we are going to do this, and they end up not even seeing what they were promised. But now this is a generation that, okay, you've told us that this is what you're going to do to us. Give us the strategy. How are you going to achieve it? We want you to tell us, give us your quotation, how are you going to achieve it? They might not know the exact, if you come with the 100 billion, and then you tell an old person, that maybe you dig a bowl somewhere. Remember, the budget was, let's say that the budget was around 5 billion or 5 million, approximately 5 million. And then now, if the budget was 5 million, and then now you come and dig a bowl, you come and use something like 1 million. And then you tell the old generation, leave alone the millennial and the Gen Zs. We have got the generation X and all that. The gens behind us. Okay, before, let's say that before us. And then now you tell them that now that is I'm talking about the generation that was voting with a lot of emotions. You tell them that okay, this ball tumechimba na milioni 5. They will accept. But remember, they've only used 1 million. And now take a scenario whereby now you'll be telling a Gen Z or a millennial that this ball has taken as 5 million. You'll calculate. Tell us what you've used there that have costed you 5 million. How many workers were there that were digging that ball? After the ball have been done, the machine and everything, how much did it cost? So utakuwa stranded. So if there is a generation that is very difficult to deal with at these two generations, the millennial and the Gen Z, because they are very sharp, they are very smart, very intelligent, you can't control them. And that is why they said up to now, they are still maintaining they are leaderless, they are tribalist, and they are partyless. Because they know very well that if we get into ODM, we are going to be compromised. If we join UDA, we will be compromised. And if we also form our own party, we are going to be compromised. That is why they've never formed their group. That is why they've never formed their party. Which is so right. People like Kasmuel went and ran and joined ODM. Okay, everybody must, I normally say that I don't always criticize what Kasmuel did. Because if you try to compare Kasmuel and Morara, you're going to see two different people. I've never had a place where Kasmuel is saying that we want to buy a vehicle ya campaign, so naomba tutume. Imagine you are not in a problem, like kwa mfano sasa kama mimi have a funeral. And that is why when I was telling you guys that if you can stand with me, it's okay, you can stand with me. But now this is a scenario whereby this guy is just doing this politically. He doesn't care. And then, people loved him, people trusted him because of vampire documentary. And then after doing that, now he's coming and telling us that he doesn't want politics. But now look at somebody like Makori. He has really maintained. That is why sometimes I normally say that we can't criticize this boy. We can't criticize Makori because he made his decision. In politics, everybody must make their decisions. And these decisions that you make, you can either make it, you can make a very good decision that is going to put maybe something on your table. Because at the end of the day, all of them are working for their own stomachs. That is the truth. So I really don't know what you think. I would like to give you a chance in the comment section. But the second thing that I want to say about this Iebc is that they're going to have a lot of problems. And you know, they also have that pressure. The pressure that if this is what happened with the past Iebc body, so what about us? How are we going to handle it? So there is that pressure. You know, there is always that pressure whenever you get to the office or maybe a workplace. Now you're going to replace someone who was better than you, but now he was being given pressure, more pressure. Because I think you relate, you understand. And so I want to give you time. So lastly, Edwin Sifuna is telling William Ruto, boss, where talk enda. Somebody must go. So I want to listen to your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to drop me a comment and tell me what you think concerning this video. And please, you can as well tell me where exactly you're watching this video. Until it again, I have been your host, Boniface. Big.